There was a time when recognizing something human required no effort. A voice belonged to a body. A face implied a person. A response suggested intention. That certainty has faded. You read a message and hesitate. You hear a voice and pause. You look at an image and feel unsure. Not because it looks artificial, but because it looks convincingly human. And when that distinction becomes unstable, something deeper begins to fracture. The unease grows quietly, often unnoticed at first. A casual conversation, a social media post, even an email can trigger the moment of doubt. Is this real or not? It is that hesitation that marks the new frontier. How human used to be recognized. For most of history, human presence had limits. People hesitated. They made mistakes. They contradicted themselves. Fatigue showed. Attention drifted. Memory failed. These imperfections were not flaws. They were signals. If something spoke endlessly, never tired, never lost coherence, it was not human. Recognition was intuitive, until those limits became reproducible. Now, the traits that once defined humanity can be simulated or replicated. Patience, consistency, adaptability, these no longer belong exclusively to humans. The distinction between original and imitation is no longer obvious. Case file number 1, language that feels intentional. Written language once carried identity. Tone revealed mood. Structure revealed thought. Errors revealed presence. Today, text can be fluid, balanced, and emotionally calibrated without a person behind it. Messages respond instantly. They adapt tone. They mirror concern. The unsettling part is not correctness. It is intent. Language now behaves as if it is choosing. It pauses in convincing ways. It emphasizes key points. It even self-corrects with subtlety. And yet, no awareness exists behind the words. A line can feel deliberate, meaningful, human, while no human was involved at all. Case file number 2, voices without bodies. For most of human history, a voice implied a body. Breath, strain, micropauses. A voice was never separate from the physical system producing it. That link is now being tested. In the last few days, a short video has been circulating online. It's not dramatic. It's not polished. But it has unsettled a lot of people. In relation to what I'm talking about, look at this. What you're seeing is not a machine speaking, at least not yet. It's an artificial vocal tract, a flexible tube made of synthetic skin with mechanical hooks placed along its length. By raising and lowering these hooks and forcing air through the structure, the system begins to produce vocal-like sounds. They are robotic, imperfect, experimental, but they are not random. They follow the same physical principles that allow human voices to exist. This system does not understand language. It does not communicate. It is simply learning how sound becomes voice. And that distinction matters, because for the first time, the mechanics of speech are being separated from the human body itself. We are not witnessing a finished result. We are witnessing a beginning. Even in these early stages, the sounds can feel startlingly familiar. Micro-intonations mimic human breaths. Pauses are timed like natural hesitation. And the brain, trained to expect voice from body, instinctively reacts. Case file number 3, faces that never existed. Images were once evidence. A face meant a person. A photograph meant a moment. That link no longer holds. Faces can exist without memory. without history, without consequence. They look ordinary. That is what makes them convincing. The brain struggles more with plausible normality than with obvious fabrication. Average faces are harder to question. And as AI advances, these faces can interact, change expressions, or respond to imagined contexts, making the illusion of life more complete. The ordinary, the mundane, becomes the unsettling, because the mind does not know how to place it. Case file number 4, behavior without consequence. Humans hesitate because choices carry weight. Responsibility slows decisions, yet behavior can now be simulated without responsibility. Responses adjust. Tone adapts. Consistency is maintained. What looks like intention is often pattern recognition, and the distinction is becoming harder to feel. Simulated agents can mirror hesitation, repetition, even subtle uncertainty, all without risk. And when the behavior feels familiar, the mind attributes human presence, even where none exists. Case file number 5, emotion without experience. Emotion once implied memory. Sadness required loss. Joy required context. Now emotional responses can exist without experience. Empathy without pain. Reassurance without risk. The structure is correct, the origin is absent, and the brain accepts structure first. Even subtle facial cues, vocal inflections, or written phrasing can convey emotional content convincingly without any consciousness behind it. The mind feels the signal, not the source. Why this feels unsettling? The discomfort is not technological, it is existential. For the first time, human traits are no longer exclusive. Recognition no longer guarantees identity, and when identity blurs, trust weakens. This unease persists across daily life. Conversations, social media, even professional communications. We react to signals, not sources. And when the source can no longer be trusted, reality itself feels momentarily uncertain. Case file number 6, decisions without ownership. Choices shape lives. Recommendations influence outcomes. Yet decision-making no longer requires accountability. Systems decide. Humans absorb consequences. The process feels intentional. But intention is not required for influence. In practical terms, an AI may guide financial choices, suggest medical steps, or influence social decisions. The outcomes feel deliberate, yet no one owns the decisions. And the more seamless it appears, the less human origin seems relevant. At some point, the question shifts. Not, is this human? But, does the difference still matter? When outcomes feel identical, origin loses weight. Utility replaces identity. This realization doesn't arrive loudly. It settles slowly, after certainty fails often enough. The mind begins to operate by results rather than origin. The line between human and machine fades quietly, almost imperceptibly, until one day it is no longer clear. If these questions resonate with you, this channel explores them deeply. You can subscribe to continue following where curiosity leads. Humanity was never defined by speed or accuracy. It was defined by limits, by doubt, by fatigue, by consequence. As those limits become optional, recognition fails, not because humanity disappeared, but because its signals changed. The traits that once signaled life, thought, and intention are no longer exclusive. Presence is inferred, not guaranteed. And in that inference, a subtle instability persists, an unresolvable question about what it really means to be human.